Hi, my name is Christine. A friend of mine said something to me the other day that got me thinking. He said this, quoting a departed speaker: "Good people are not made, good people are found." And I thought, wow, that's really profound. Because indeed, first, you do need people. Whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever it is, you will need people to achieve it. And so, good people are indeed found. Good people are not made, which means to me that don't try to change the people in your life if the people in your life are not already good, but you have to find good people. Now, I've been privileged to find some of the best people in the world. At one point, in fact, my family members said to me, "Christine, you make the most amazing friends." I've had the privilege to have some of the most amazing friends. Let me give you a few examples. At one point, I'm driving Nairobi from Machakos. Machakos is a town that's about an hour outside Nairobi. I had been there for some work. It's been a long week. I'm exhausted. I'm completely tired. I finished my meeting and I'm coming back into Nairobi. It was a hot day. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I have to come back. I had an engagement in Nairobi. And I try all the usual tricks. I could barely keep my eyes open. I'm alone in the car and I tried putting the AC to full and nothing. I tried to have all the windows down, nothing. I tried to put the music full, nothing. I tried to stop and walk around the car. I tried all the usual tricks to stay alert on the road. And eventually I put on my hands free and I called a friend of mine and I told her the situation. I told her, "Listen, I need to get to Nairobi. I am exhausted. I'm struggling to stay awake." And she stopped what she was doing. And for 40 minutes, she talked to me until I was safely home. You can't put a price tag on that kind of friendship. That was the kindest thing that anyone had ever done for me. I'll give you another example. This one was more recent. I had, and I've told this story a lot of times, and indeed it proved to me that God's currency is not cash. God's currency is people. And recently I had, last year when we were having the whole drama with COVID, I had my business go completely bust and I had no revenue whatsoever. I've told this story over and over. And I got the place where I was evicted out of my house on exactly 3 days' notice. I had nowhere to go. And a friend of mine calls me up and tells me, "You know what? I have one of my houses vacant. You can move in. Don't have to worry about the cost right now. Just get back on your feet." Now, because I can't give you the address, let me describe the house in question. This house is in the leafy suburbs of Nairobi. This house is on 1 acre. My next budget was gardening. This house has 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. I even said, I won't even take the master, forget it. I'll just take one of the smaller rooms. My bedroom had a jacuzzi. I stayed in that house with my family for 100 days, no fee, until I was back on my feet. What price tag can you put on that kind of friendship? As we go through life, as we come to the end of our life, and I'm sure you've heard this cliche over and over, on the last day of your life, it won't matter what you accumulated. It won't matter what you achieved. What will matter is who you will have around you. And there's nothing like the departure of a human being to put a life in, a fresh perspective. I remember at one point being in a funeral service, and you know how they have the procedure, a friend speaks and then a neighbor and then a colleague and then the family begins to speak. And one lady stands up and says, "My cousin and I had disagreement that when one of us goes, the other will pay a tribute on behalf of the cousins." I was very touched by that. Because remember, life doesn't happen, life is made to happen. And so I thought I better get in front of who speaks at my funeral. And I didn't think about my family in that moment because my family don't have a choice, they're my family. But friends are the family that have chosen me to be their family. And so I decided to get in touch with a friend of mine. And I thought, this is serious. I will not call and I will not text. And I wrote her an email. And I said, "Hi, do not be spooked by this. I'm not sick or anything. I'm not going anywhere soon." But I told her the story of how I was in a funeral earlier today, and I told her that whole incident. And I told her, "Should you find yourself in my funeral service, I would like you to speak on behalf of my friends." She hit reply, and she said, "I would like you to do the same." Now, I'm not going to tell you who this is, because one of two things will happen. Either I will go, and she will stand up and tell you this story, or she will go and I will stand up and remind you of this story. So whatever you do as you go through life, my suggestion is this: find some good people, because indeed, good people are not made, good people are found. Have a lovely day. I'll talk to you again soon. Subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.